Hold on a minute. Let me see something. Okay. Festival of Battles, right? 30,000, 55,000, 200,000. All the way down here, 600,000, 800,000. Oh yeah, 2 billion. Did this guy just eliminate him in one shot? Yeah, sure did. So it would appear that there has been a significant change that has taken place on the JP side of the game. With that recent update 6.1.0, amongst other things, the bulk character management, the what else do they do? Skill orb upgrades and all that stuff. They have also done some fine tuning on the back end. So this video is going to be sort of breaking down in layman's terms what exactly is going on to the best of my abilities. I am not a tech head. I am just a dummy. I'm just a mouthpiece. So I'm going to do my best to try to make it as simple as possible. Numbers do big boom now. Numbers did little boom before because device was restricted. Now we have activated the spell card release restraint. Gearfried the Iron Knight is now... What the hell is his new form? I summon Gearfried the Iron Knight. I activate release restraint. And now he becomes Gearfried the Sword Master. That's actually a pretty good way to explain it. So Dokkan originally had this this 32-bit system. So this, you might have recognized that term because that was something that was brought up during the 11th anniversary. During the 11th anniversary, when we got the Spirit Bomb Z, Spirit Bomb GT EZAs, that was where this topic originated. Because back then, when we got those two characters, the damage potential for these two characters theoretically just went through the roof. Because you have one unit that has infinite attack stacking. Both of them have standby finisher. Well, one has a standby revive, one has a standby finisher. But the amount of damage that could come out of those two characters were insane. The unfortunate reality was at the time we couldn't actually achieve the things that we wanted to achieve because we were restrained by the limitations of the game. So there are various self-imposed restrictions on this game because of software limitations, technical issues, whatever. It's an old game. I mean, this game is 11 years old, right? So this one issue being the damage calculations was limited to a 32-bit environment, meaning the numbers could only scale up to a certain point. And so now that point has been changed. They have released the restraint, and so now the big boom damage is doable. That's basically what this means. So let's go into that a little bit further by also showing some additional footage here. So this is only on JP at the moment. Global will eventually get this when we get update 6.1.0 because that's where the backend changes have taken place. But this is another thing. So this is on the final stage. So this same person was testing out the limitations of what Goma could do or what he's capable of. I think he was trying to go for a one-shot. So he was stacking like crazy. He used the Chilai item. And this is actually where I found out that there is an attack visual display limit. I did not know this. So check this out. All right, so he's getting the 58% support. Now he's using Chilai. 70 turns of Goma stacking. All right. So here we go. He's got the big bad boss connection. All right, let's go. All right, so Vegito's about to hit him. He about to tank that noise. Oh my god, that scared the crap out of me. I thought I got a notification. Okay. And here we go. So that is apparently the attack limit that is in place in the 32-bit environment. And that is still in place. So his attack stat is higher than this, but apparently this is the visual limit. And again, if you think about it, the software, it's an old software. If the numbers were to just continue to expand and expand and expand into the cosmic, into the intergalactic, the universal breaking sort of numbers, it can cause the game to crash, which is actually an issue that apparently people have been experiencing on EZA 999 stages. That has already sort of been an issue, apparently. So that is why there are limitations like this for this game. This is just classic game development management stuff. So watch what he does. Oh my God. He two-pieced him. Goma two-pieced Vegito. He was going for the one shot, but he managed to two-piece Vegito. That is nuts. Let's look at another one. So this... Wait, no, this isn't the one. It was this one. So he's on stage 874. Oh, no, 846. Yeah. Okay, 846. So he puts Tech Majub in slot 1. And I guess the damage that he took here was just way more than he's used to. I've personally never seen this. I also don't roll with the big dogs like this, so I'm not accustomed to this stuff anyway. But have you ever seen 30 million damage from something? Maybe it's just because I don't do the easy A fights, but yeah. So this is what he saw, and he took exception to it. Yeah, did Overwatch change something? Thank you, Google. And then we got a explanation or something over here from this dude. And come on, translate it. Translate selection. After checking, yes, there is a problem. Try going up to level 999 if it's still not buggy. I think that means they're gone, but in that case, my question is whether there's still a 32-bit limitations levels that crash on startup, like Super Saiyan Goku in any case. So these Extreme Z battlers who go to those like upper echelon fights have apparently been dealing with games crashing before, because again, the game is just not optimized to the point where it can handle those Unga Bunga numbers at this juncture. So they have now increased the limit threshold so that more damage can actually come in and can be dealt out. D. Simon's here commenting on it. They've also unbugged the crazy stages of EZAs that when you hit certain stats would straight up close the game. Breaking news, Dokkan finally smashes through its own walls to achieve a limit break. So a couple more numbers here. Damage done to the enemy still has a visual cap of 99,999,999. The attack stat still has a visual cap of 2.1 billion, which is the limit under the old 32-bit integer system, which was the... Oh, hold on. Let me get my face out of here. Which, not that this really matters, but this is like back-end stuff. But these little highlighted sections where it shows int, that was the implementation of the 32-bit. So that still is in place in certain respects for the visual component. But in terms of the actual calculated damage component, that has changed. Because now the actual attack stat calculation has a cap of 9.2 quintillion. That is the limit of the long. It's called long. Int is the variable for 32-bit. Long is the variable for the 64-bit. 9.2 quintillion. That's this. Look at this. 9.2 quintillion. 9.2 times 10 to the 18th. This number is roughly 1 billion billions. 1 billion billions. So, what does that mean? Theoretically, a number of this size is now technically possible in Dokkan. You wouldn't visually see it, but you could feel it, depending on if there's an enemy who has this much to actually fight. You know, in maybe in like 20 years, maybe we'll see this, you know? Maybe we will. But remember, this is all crazy and cool, but this was done initially to protect the game from issues, lag, crashing, unoptimization in terms of performance. So now that we have sort of, now that we've released the restraint in this respect, what sort of issues are going to cascade out of this? Have they already mitigated those issues by whatever these updates that have been implemented so far? Are there still going to be more back-end changes that are going to happen? Whatever the case may be, this is not the end of it. I know that there's going to be more changes happening, because if they are doing this on the back end to show that the damage output has increased, they are eventually going to change the visual indicator for how much damage you've done. It's only right, because there's no point in having more damage done if you can't see what it is. And now that we're reaching the point in this game where virtually every release, subsequent release, is doing this sort of, you know, crazy damage, there has to be a way to see all that, because it affects the gaming experience. Like, one of the reasons why I hated doing the LR Piccolo showcase was because not only is it so inconvenient to even set up his 10-turn special beam cannon standby finisher thing. But when you do, you don't get to see how much damage you actually do on an event that could theoretically allow you to do it. And I ended up doing this on Festival of Battles. I got to like stage 16 and I did it. I killed the guy in one shot, but I didn't know how much damage I did. It just went to 9 like this. I want to know how much it is. So I fully expect that eventually, maybe in a month or two, maybe in a year and a half, eventually there will be an actual full-on update where they explain what is happening with this update. And that is going to be the damage indicator increase. And at that point, they will explain all this stuff, because what we are finding out is through experimentation and through backend, like data mining stuff, through illicit methods, but they haven't officially discussed it yet. So when they do, we will know more, and we will actually, you know, by that point, they would have finished this whole thing. Let me just show a couple more clips here. I think we have, is there one more? I think I have one more. Oh, he managed to do it. He one-shot Vegito. So Gogeta set up with the active. You've got the standby for Spirit Bomb. Wait, there's both? Okay. Look at those, wait. Look at those numbers, man. I can't even see. He's got the Pauzusaurus tail. That's his item. Look at these, man. Okay. So what's the plan? What's the plan, homie? 144 orbs. Oh, he's doing O. He did with Spirit Bomb Z. So he has the 100% support from Spirit Bomb GT and the Gogeta support. Matana. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is nuts. Dude, all I'm scared about, and this is coming from a point of complete ignorance, is the lag stuff. I'm on global and I've already been experiencing performance issues in terms of like lags, freezing and stuff in this game. There's already been sort of an expected lag now with certain characters as you look at them. Like look at how long it's taking for UI to load up, right? Like if I pull up Krillin, it's easy. But if I go to UI, it's got to think about it every time. See? Like click, boom. Click, boom. Notice that stutter, right? That's an issue. Cell Max had a similar thing. Cell Max, I think, was the first one where it really became a thing. Yep, same thing. Not as long, but things like that I've started to now experience much more all over the place. Sometimes when I'm kind of quickly jumping from the exchange section in the Baba Shop, like I'm buying some stuff here, right? Then I want to go to the home screen. I'll click home, but it'll take like a couple of extra seconds just randomly one time, and it'll sort of fix itself afterwards. But I've been noticing that more frequently, and I'm wondering, is this going to become an even bigger issue, or are they going to be making sure that this does not progress as they start to do these like back-end changes? I don't know. That's just my own little personal concern, but what do I know? I'm just a dude who plays and Dokkans responsibly, sort of. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, obviously like down below, leave in the comments your thoughts on this whole damage increase phenomenon that is taking place. Do you like that they're finally doing this? Would you rather they keep the status quo as is if it means not creating more lag, more performance issues, and potentially even a greater demand on future devices? Like I don't know if this could mean something where your older devices might wear out faster, where you might have to upgrade sooner. So if those sorts of issues were to become a thing, would you rather just keep the way Dokkan is right now, or do you still want the damage stuff to go up? Let me know your ideas. Anything else that you want to chime in on, feel free to do so in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future, and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more stuff. Do it. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned, and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.